Okay, P Street Garage. I'm going to be working on my Mercury Comet. I just got an order in from Summit Racing, and this is the air shocks I ordered for the rear of the car. So let's open this up. Hopefully we get the right ones. Okay, well here are these air shocks. They look like they're the right ones. Everything looks good. This is a full kit. It comes with all the little bushings, the washers, the nuts, everything is there. The hardware is all here, the air line, the Schrader valve, and everything is in here. Shouldn't be too complicated. Even comes with some instructions that we might look at. And additional to these shocks, I went and I bought these. It's like a shock extender kit. And you can fasten it to either the top or the bottom to make the shock even longer when you open it. And the whole point of this is because the rear end of the car is sagging so bad, I want to be able to lift it back up. Obviously, the car could use some new leaf springs, but I'm going to go with this for now. I just want to get the stance of the car a little bit better. So let's get over to the garage and we'll jack this car up and install these air shocks. See what she looks like. Okay, well here we are in the garage, and as you can see, the whole point of these air shocks is to change the stance of this car. I don't like how the car leans to the back. I don't like that look. I'm hoping that with the air shock, and this car, like I mentioned, this car has leaf springs, and the standard shocks are not on it now, so we need to eliminate this bounce. And there's so much wheel travel when you jack this car up, it's not even funny. And as mentioned also before, in order to get these wheels off, because these are 14s, you literally have to lift the body off because that tire and wheel will not come out of there, and it's only a 14. This car would have originally came with 13s, but so that's what I want to do, get these air shocks in and try to change the stance on this car. I just really don't like how she's got a bit of a backwards lean. All right. Let's take out that stuff and get this geared up. Okay, well the first step I did was to install these extenders. They simply thread on to the end of the shock. I have no idea, and it doesn't say anywhere in the instructions, or I looked online. I don't know if these are meant to go on the bottom or the top. I don't think it makes any difference. I'm going to try them on the bottom, and what I'm going to do is hopefully once I get these installed, and it's just they simply slot into there's a hole up here, hole in through there, and they tie in on the bottom, so fairly easy installation. I'm hoping that this is going to give me the height I'm looking for, and if it doesn't, I might order another set of the extenders. They're not that much. This set of extenders was an extra, I think it was $25 US plus shipping. So not bad at all if you want to get that height you're looking for. So, alright, let's try these. I got the car jacked up right now, so nice and high in the back. I'm going to get under there. I'm going to slip one in. I'm going to put the nuts on and the fasteners, and once I get both of them installed, we'll have a look at this hardware and these air lines. Alright, let's get one of these installed, see how this goes. Okay, well before I throw that in, I'll show this one more time. So this is how it all gets assembled with the rubber grommets. One on the bottom, one on the top. Kind of make this little sandwich arrangement. And yeah, okay. So again, I'm going with the spacer on the bottom. Hopefully I only need one spacer or extender. Alright, let's try it. Okay, well here's the air shock installed. It's just loose in here now. Loose at the top, which we'll get from inside the trunk. And here it is on the bottom with the extender. Just gonna put this on one hand. Try with the nut, and I'm gonna leave this one loose for now. I just gotta orientate this so that the airline is going somewhere logical. I thought that the airline does belong more towards the top of the shock, which is why I decided to put the extender on the bottom. So anyway, so now I'm going to install the other side. I'm going to do the other side exactly the same, and then I'm going to climb in the trunk and put the nut. There's really nothing to see here, really. It's no big deal. It's just it's a very simple installation. Just got to get up in there, snug this down, and then after that we'll get onto the airlines. So I'm inside the trunk. I am just snugging up the top of the shock absorbers. Just gonna snug them. No need to squish the guts out of that rubber. So they're snug on the top. I got both of them done here, and gonna go back underneath now, make sure they're oriented in the right position. Gonna snug the bottom and move on with the airlines. Okay, well, time to do the airlines, and I think this is going to be pretty simple. It is very, what I like to say, very plasticky. Everything is just plastic. These fasteners, they just thread on, hand tight only. And there's these little tiny rubber O-rings that you got to put in there to make the seal. Even the Schrader valve is plastic. So anyway, pretty straightforward. Just got to connect. We just got to replicate this underneath. So the hard part is we're going to be laying on our back. Got to put one fastener to the shock with a piece of hose to the T. Same thing on the other side. Out of the T, it's going to come somewhere back here. I don't know where I'm going to bring my, I haven't decided yet because I change my mind constantly as I go. The little Schrader valve, I mean, some people like to put them in the bumper. Some people like to put them here. It could also be in the trunk. It could also just be dangling underneath. I'm not sure. Not sure how much hose I have, and I'm not sure where I want this to pop out. Around the license plate sometimes makes sense. Do I want to drill a hole in this bumper? I don't know. There's a nice little hole here, but the license plate would cover that up. So, not sure. That'll be for, I'll decide this in the end. The hard part is going to be keeping these straight and making sure I don't lose any of these little components. Okay, I'm going to crawl under. I'm just going to add also that this, like I said, this is very plasticky. Very flimsy looking, but it does say that the operating pressure for this system is anywhere between 20 and 150 psi. Hard to believe that you could whack 150 pounds per square inch and this little piddly stuff, but I don't think I'm going to go that high. It does say that they need a minimum pressure. I'm just going to make it so that the car can rake up a little bit, and hopefully try to get some footage of that after. Okay, let's connect these. Let's connect this tubing up. So this is a close-up of the O-ring. I pushed that little O-ring onto the plastic tubing, and there's the nut. You preload this, and I'm just going to force that into the fitting and thread it on hand tight. That's it. A little bit of lube on there wouldn't hurt. Maybe a little bit of O-ring grease or Vaseline. Okay. Okay, so I got my airlines all installed on my shocks. I got my T in there between the two shocks. I ended up using there's a hole here in the bumper. One day I'll have a license plate here, so this might not work. But for now, for test purposes, I think this is good. I got my Schrader valve here, nice and centered. So let's put the car back down. Let's try to put some air in here and see what kind of height we get out of this rear end. Okay, let's put the compressor on And I think I'm going to do a little bit of time lapse. We'll see how quick this back end comes up. Okay, this is 100 psi. Let's squeeze a little bit more in. It's already come up quite a bit. Yeah, so my air shocks completely changed the stance on this car. Kind of what I was looking for. A little coal here, not idling that good, but she runs just the same. Yeah, really happy with that. It lifted the back just the way I wanted. Off camera, I've been doing a little bit of touch-ups there where I put some dings and stuff in. Yeah, I like how she sits now. Okay. Air shocks. Quite happy with that.